No,
You know,
thanks.
you teased me a couple of days ago. You were like talking about, oh, it's a really interesting story how me and Brad met, and I was like, wait, save it for the show. So
It
how did
wasn't a
you-
tease. You said you didn't know, so I was just telling you. It's not like I was like, guess what I got?
So how
Hang
did,
in front of your face, you don't know.
okay, so how did you and Brad meet?
Well, I was working on the corner, and he came up to me and said, hey, baby, you want to be in films? I said, sure!
I knew it!
And I still have the boots I was wearing that day.
Like, oh my god.
Gag me with
It's
a
like
spare.
Pretty Women, except it's not.
So you're saying Hooker with a Heart of Gold was part documentary?
It's based on a true story. It is. He hit me with a car, and but it didn't kill me because that's just ridiculous. But I was in the hospital for a few months, and I was like, "You fucker, I'm taking." And it's actually half Hooker, half '80s Dan. So then I was like, "Well, now I have to live with you, or I'm going to sue your ass off." And here we are.
Why does everybody on Brad's website get hit by cars?
I don't know.
All right. Now the the non-jokey story now.
I'm insulted. That's not a joke. That is true. How dare you, sir? Show over. I'm out. Psh. No, seriously. Okay, so it's kind of, I don't know. You built it up now to where everybody's going to be like, really, that's it? Our paths actually crossed quite a few times before we officially met each other. And we found this out, of course, after, we started dating and talked. So what had happened was I was at my first apartment, which was a duplex, actually not too far from where we are now. And the person below me would get his medication delivered to him, and Brad had worked for Osco at the time. And it was just one of those things. He's like, oh, I used to deliver to that house. So I was like, holy shit, that was you, because I just remember this dude that would, see in the big old Osco van, and he'd be delivering. So that's the mundane one. The other one is when we were talking, we also found out, and this is the sweet part, I used to work at Hot Topic, and I always remember, there'd be this cute guy come in every once in a while, and the one time he was actually buying shirts for his movie Cheap, which was one of the orange shirt with little Goomba on it. And I always remember that because I'm a huge, retro video game geek whore, so that always stuck with me. And it was just one of those, like, random interactions where, you talk, but you're flirting without flirting. And I was just randomly, I'm like, you should buy me a button. He's like, I should buy you a button. I'm like, yeah, you should buy me a button. And he picks out this button of a girl kicking a guy in the nuts. And I was just like, really? That's the button you pick for me? He's like, yeah, why not? And so that was the end of that. But it was a story that I always told my friends and family because I just thought it was the most coolest random thing that someone did. I was like, they got a girl kicking a guy in the nuts, and I still have that button. And so we actually officially met through one of our friends, Bianca, who was in Midnight Heat with Brad. And it was just one of those, and it was a hit and miss thing too. It was like she would kind of try to fix us up and talk us up, and then, one would have a girlfriend, the other would have a boyfriend, and then, when I broke up with my girlfriend, I'm kidding. So my door does swing both ways. No. My door swings both ways, but I did not have a girlfriend at the time. But so, it was one of those things that he had, broken up with his girlfriend, and it was just one of those, oh, yeah, and so essentially it was a blind date because we had never, to our knowledge, met before, and it was the first blind date I ever went on, and I still remember it like it was yesterday. I pull in, of course, he's wearing a suit with a blue shirt and a big old yellow 80s cloth tie, and
No
we
shoes
just...
or socks.
No, he didn't. It was winter. It was cold. But yeah, and we just kind of hit it off from there and didn't find out about our other happenstances until, we got into talking about things. And it was one of those, I told him I was working at Hot Topic, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, holy shit. He was like, did I buy you a button? I was like, you gotta fucking be kidding me. I was like, what? And I guess him and his friends lovingly referred to me as the hot chick that worked at Hot Topic. So that's kind of ingrained within our story.
That's love, baby.
It is destined to be.
On a related topic, please watch
it's
for
not
Jillian's...
that huge of an interesting story, but
On a related note, watch for Jillian's upcoming independent film, Wrecking Sarah Lewis, coming to a
Yes, new Judd Apatow
coming
movie.
to a theater near